Right. Hello. Welcome to episode 37 of NoHoldBarredPod. That's Sal.
Hello. Merry Christmas, everybody.
And I'm Don. Happy Christmas until we see you tomorrow on our live stream when we can talk more about Christmas. But yeah, welcome back to NoHoldBarredPod. How have you been this week, Sal? What have you been up to?
Same shit, different week, isn't it? Still Armageddon. It's all just great and smashing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really know what to say, to be honest. It's unrelenting, and
This one, yeah.
we're just discussing what we were going to talk about, and I know that we're going to miss stuff again because there's just so much of it. I'd forgotten momentarily about the doctor's strikes.
I know, yeah. That's what I said to you before we recorded, wasn't it? I was like, oh, there's lots of I didn't think it was that big a news week. And then I started making notes this morning. I was like, oh, yeah, there is quite a bit to get through. But
it's difficult because I feel like when I'm doing my research through the week, I feel like I'm being swamped by the American stuff. And it's just like, it's like a car crash. You can't take your eyes off it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then, our government are very good at putting out fuck all. So it's hard to keep a balance at the moment. Yeah. And we do actually need to keep an eye on America. So.
We do. Just something I just spotted before we came on is the government have just released some changes to the way they do their communications from January. And they're cancelling their afternoon lobby briefings where journos go and speak to spokespeople because hardly anyone goes anymore.
They have afternoon lobby briefings?
Well, exactly, apparently. So what they're doing is they're going to an American-style morning press conference with ministers where...
Oh, that's no good.
Where journalists and content creators, in inverted commas, can go and ask ministers questions. We need to get our press passes in order and try and get along there. Yeah.
Oh.
So,
I mean,
content creators.
They might invoke some sort of Trumpian.
Well, that was my first
process,
thought.
In which case I'm out, aren't I?
Yeah, me too, probably. But
no, that's chance.
That was my first thought. This is very Trump kind of MAGA with his kind of he has all the right wing kind of Tim Pool and all that sort of weird.
He only has them now. He's banned all the real journalists.
Yeah, he has. So, but that's that just popped into my head. It just came up before we started recording. It's like, that's an interesting turn of events because we know how shit their comms has been for the last, since they got into power. So, a different take on it.
What I would say is maybe logistically it makes sense because they can do it with the ministers that they normally send on the morning rounds, and the ministers can then do the video interviews, can't they, without having to move out of the seat.
I think that's
so
kind
I can
of the
see
thing.
from that point of view why it would make sense, but they still just
a bit more efficient
anyway, don't they? So.
Well, yeah, true. People like Nick Ferrari will be very annoyed because he won't be allowed to have his daily moan at a Labour MP, but maybe they'll make him go.
He won't be as annoyed as Mike Graham.
Yeah, who's currently touting around. He's fallen out with his ex-colleague on Talk TV. Is it Kev Sullivan that they used to do the show together? Mike Graham used to do something.
I mean, he's not great.
He used to be all right.
Bad.
Yeah, but
or maybe he's got worse. I don't know.
I think he has gone a bit. But anyway, Mike Graham used to do Plank of the Week. Do you know about that? And used to name his Plank of the Week. But Kev Sullivan apparently has nicked it. So there was a big bitch fight on Twitter last night between Mike Graham and Kev Sullivan about this.
Double projection.
Mine. Yeah, I know.
It's actually double projection. They're holding mirrors up to each other and it's booming back and forth.
It is. Exactly. Infinite kind of Mike Grahams and Kev Sullivans.
Infinite Plankery.
Yeah. Well, there's the episode title. Awesome. Nice.
Awesome. Getting a bit toasty in this jumper.
I know, you got your warm jumper on. Still not that cold.
Do you know what? They should give these jumpers to the homeless. They're double-walled and made out of recycled plastic bottles.
Oh, they really?
But they do come with quite a smug price tag, so there's that.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
But it's going to last me forever, so it's never going to go out of fashion, is it? Ever.
It's no.
And for anyone
it's not,
listening, it says Santa hates Tories.
Yeah.
So never going out of fashion.
Friend of the pod, Paul, had his on exactly the same, didn't he, the other day?
Well, he Instagrammed it to me, and I said, "You're upstaging me, man. What are you doing?"
He got it out before you.
And then he started talking about somebody called Donald, and I'm like, how has he gone on to Trump from Christmas jumpers?
Was he calling me Donald? Yeah.
Eventually it dawned. Because I think I put question mark and he replied Dan.
Oh.
And then I got even more confused. And then I can't remember. Maybe I'm misremembering it. I don't know. Anyway, we got through it.
Rambling.
Yeah, can I get PMQs out the way? Because it was...
Yeah.
You know,
do that.
The last one.
Yes, you need a break from it, definitely. Yeah.
You know, I like my comedy like intelligent or inane. And it was just...
It was neither of those things.
As I said to you earlier, if anybody fancies getting pissed, turn on Wednesday's PMQs, and every time somebody makes a terrible Christmas joke that isn't even worthy of being called a dad joke, take a drink, and you'll be leathered within half an hour.
It was an insult to dad jokes, really.
It was an insult to comedy.
And human beings.
God, they're just rubbish.
Yes.
So
good.
He opened offering his sympathies to the people, the victims of the Bondi Beach terror attack in Australia the other day. Said these terror attacks are not isolated and mentioned the Heaton Park attack. The government is spending a lot of money ramping up security for Jews.
Mm-hmm.
I could think of another way they could stop these attacks happening.
Yes. You and me both.
You know. Mm-hmm. And also, I would recommend people go and do a bit of research on the Bondi Beach attack because there's a lot of very, very interesting anomalies, including like Bondi Beach being searched on Google way before weeks before the attack and then days before the attack. And then on the morning before the attack, people in Israel were searching Bondi Beach attacks. Amongst many other anomalies. So it's an interesting one. And it wouldn't be the first false flag ever.
Yeah.
It's we're not dealing with psychologically well people here.
No.
They will stop at nothing. Obviously. The Ms. Ward from a party stood up and asked about students in Bethlehem trying to get over here. Well, she mentioned Bethlehem because Christmas, but it was about the Palestinian student scheme ending at the end of this year, and obviously students are really struggling to get out of Gaza. And she asked if the Prime Minister would help the Gazan students, before the scheme ends. I think it's like on the 31st of December or something.
Oh, right. Okay.
And he said he's looking at it. He's proud of the scheme. Indeed, the NHS has treated Gazan survivors. I couldn't help myself. I just put, but you helped harm them too. So.
Yeah, fair enough.
Bad Enoch got up. I've forgotten briefly, and then she stood up.
You'd forgotten that she existed?
Right, I'd forgotten she was next up. She talked about Bondi and said words of solidarity aren't good enough. She went full Darvo on Islam. It's all Islam's fault.
I heard that.
And says that the Prime Minister isn't in control. I don't know about in control, love. He's inside the Trojan horse.
Looking out.
Keir Starmer then listed things, including Erasmus coming back, but not until January 2027.
It's a while off, yeah.
And there's a lot of tentativeness because the EU are concerned with negotiations that they're going to come to deals with Starmer and then Reform are going to get him. And that is what is halting the EU negotiations.
Fucking hell, that's
Starmer's
really
very own inaction. So his personal political position supporting Israel and America is double crippling us. It's insane.
You can see it from the EU's point of view, can't you? I mean, it's like
absolutely. Yes.
Why would they want to be attached to us? Who, if we're attaching ourselves lock, stock, and smoking barrel to Trump and Netanyahu, why on earth would they want to?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's fair enough. Starmer needs to, as we said last week, pick a fucking lane.
Yeah.
The EU being the correct one in this instance, but yeah.
So it's all well and good that Erasmus is going ahead, but if some sort of war breaks out, it fucking won't be.
It won't be. I didn't know that. I mean? Yeah.
So it's all hypothetical still at this stage.
Yeah.
Bad Enoch. Prime Minister promised economic growth. Unemployment's hit its highest since he came into office. Keir Starmer said she's talking pony, which is colloquial Scouse for absolute nonsense, because we like to inform here, not just bore you rigid with the tediousness of day-to-day politics.
Yeah.
Bad Enoch listed a load of Labour broken promises. Keir Starmer came back and listed more things. Congratulations to Bad Enoch for breaking the record for the amount of Tories lost on her watch.
Oh, yeah.
Who's next? Called Tory shadow ministers non-entities, quoting Conservatives' own shadow transport minister. She then came back and started talking about how pubs are struggling with this small business relief thing that we were talking about last week, how it's ending after COVID. And they have... So she accused him of telling lies about it. He came back, explained it again, and said that there is a transition measure has been put in place. Listed a load of hospitality schemes and stuff that they're doing, and said that everything they've put forward to improve hospitality sector has been voted against by the Tories. These people, man.
I know. I think we I'm not even going to bother, because it's just the same every week. They just use the same shit excuses that the mess that they caused, and then they're throwing it at Starmer. Yeah.
Which is kind of why this clockwork way of doing politics doesn't work. Because you've got the worst people who've created the mess trying to hold this lot to account with no integrity, or what's the word I can't find? They've got no...
I'm not sure what you're going for.
No respect. It's not the right word, but it's the best I can find right now.
Yeah, okay.
They've got no respect from anybody, and if...
No.
You can't hold people who've got no respect, can't hold people
integrity
with respect.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't.
Yeah, but I know what you're saying.
But you know what I mean? Totally. They've got no legs to stand on, and they're supposed to hold this lot to account. Fuck off.
Yeah. In fact, do that.
It's flawed beyond. Bad Enoch was literally in hysterics while she's talking about pubs closing.
Yeah.
She's insane.
She is nuts.
Then she started talking about the doctors' strikes, say they shouldn't be allowed, and I just put union busting bitch. Starmer said he agrees with Bad Enoch. Basically said the doctors are evil. But he does point out, I don't know what I've written there. It looks like castration, but I don't think it is.
I think it's that.
Oh, causation. Causation. The Tory he pointed out that the Tories had created this fuck-catastrophe.
Again, like we said, yes.
Bad Enoch comes back. She's such a wanker. She says Starmer's bought by the unions. I mean, of all the people you could accuse of being bought by unions, he ain't one of them.
No, he's not. Definitely not.
Starmer comes back, defections, blah, blah, lifting people out of poverty. 25 billion. Oh, they're taking 25 billion from the sale of Chelsea to be administered to Ukraine.
They're trying to get the cash, aren't
they? They put the administration into practice to get the money to Ukraine, so that's in the works. Oh, fuck me. Ed Davey next.
Can't remember what he went with. What did he go with?
British Jews are terrified.
Oh, yeah.
Anti-Semitism needs tackling. Keir Starmer says he agrees. That's why funding has been increased from the magic money tree for Jewish security.
Yep.
He then goes on,
Yeah, go on.
calls the NHS strike irresponsible of doctors, absolute shit. He then suggests mass flu vaccinations.
Oh yeah, I've got
Because
I was speak about that in a minute.
As I said on Twitter earlier this week, Care in Corridors was brought to you by the Tories, and a mad surge of flu is brought to you by Labour cutting back who can have free flu vaccines. So, fuck off blaming doctors. You.
Yep.
Lola McAvoy, care workers on minimum wage deserve better. What can she tell her constituents will improve for them by this time next year? Starmer then quotes, "My sister is a carer." Is she? Is she on minimum wage? Is she?
Yeah.
Is she? Does somebody top a salary up? Do they? Just saying. And if you're not,
yeah.
He started talking about the employment law things that have gone through this week. That's another thing I missed off my list that I should have had on my list. Shit. Can you make a mental note of that for me in 5 minutes? Because I can't do... Oh, hang on.
Oh, there's absolutely no chance I'll ever remember that, so I'll type it down.
No, it's right. I'll write it.
Oh, yeah, okay, you write it. My memory's worse than anything.
I just put employment Ange.
Yeah, okay, yeah, cool.
And then we'll forget to talk about it. Oh, Stephen Flynn. Sorry, I was trying to work out who SF was then.
Oh, right.
He listed all Labour's broken promises and asked... He didn't actually ask him... Oh, that was it. He said he didn't want to ask him a business question. He just talked a bit. He was quite funny. So he's listing Labour's broken promises, mentioned how Peter Mandelston is still in the House of Lords and has the title.
That's a fair comment.
And said, but he said something along the lines of, as it's the festive season, I'd just like to ask him, man to man, how does he intend to spend his last Christmas at number 10?
Wow, that's harsh. That's a mic drop.
Yeah. Starmer did not like it at all.
Did he not?
He came back. It was the same day that they'd announced the very expensive government deal at Grangemouth, and he then started listing more things and whinges. I just thought, so he's a whinge. Ben Maguire was from Lib Dems was talking about he's from Cornwall. There's a water company cover-up. Is it South West Water? I might be making that up.
Could be.
20,000 Cornish people have been poisoned by the waste dumping in the water.
Really?
And he said they deserve justice. Starmer said it was a terrible scandal. He'll arrange a meeting with the water minister. I just put lists. He lists that. No, I don't know what. There's just not enough consequence for the water companies, basically. And we all know what. Oh my God. Sorry, I got the shock of my life.
Cool.
I don't want to be mean, but she is a tit.
Dramatic pause.
Do you remember ages ago on Blue Sky, I had a Barney with a Labour MP because she was arguing that Labour had ended austerity like 2 months after they'd come in. And I'm like, are you fucking joking? And I had a big to-do. Right, Antonia Bant's her name is.
Okay,
and she's from somewhere down south. And I don't know why, it's entirely on me, but I imagined her to be quite sort of softly, gently spoken Labour parachute. No, I'll send you I took the video to send to you because I nearly spat my coffee.
Well, I always put the clip there, put the YouTube link into PMQs in the show notes, so I'll have to check it out myself.
It's my misinterpretation of how she'd sound.
What rough description?
I'd do an impression, but then I'd be an ableist person.
Okay.
and I'm not going to do that.
No, of course not. Okay, fine.
Yeah, you'll laugh.
Check it out in the show notes.
Just not what you expect. And she was giving it full throttle. Whoa! As
what
it
was
happens,
she talking about?
Well, I had to go back and watch again because I was so taken aback by her performative measures that I couldn't actually hear what she was saying because I was just like, she's supposed to be like posh and gentle and okay.
What's her constituency? Where is she from? It's like Southeast or something.
I'm guessing Chatham. It's
not.
Okay,
Kent.
I don't know.
Ish.
I'll have a look.
Southeast kind of. I
mean, bless her. I'm being thingy, and I don't like being thingy. What's the thingy I'm being? I'm attacking her, not the substance, and that's wrong. But I just got such a shock. That's it. I accuse people of it all the time, and I hate it when I do it.
Oh.
She went to Oxford.
Oh yeah. What's her name?
Tipton and Wednesbury. She's from Midlands.
And what's her name?
Bance. Antonia Bance.
How do you spell the surname?
Bance.
Oh, C-E.
No, it's my misinterpretation of the poor woman. I'm being a cow, but I don't like her because she's a knobhead. So there's that.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Tipton and Wednesbury. Okay, I'll have a look at that later. But we'll put.
As it turns out,
link in.
She slated reform. So.
Oh, she's fine then. Yeah, good. Yeah. Good on her.
Honestly, yeah. Sorry, I need to stop thinking about that. Starmer then slays Farage. Yeah. So that was all fine. Julian Smith from the Tories started talking about pubs struggling, same as Bad Enoch, under the tax business. Well, who put the pubs in that position in the first place? You utter half-wit. Next we have Andrew Stone, another Tory, lists the consequences of Tory scumbaggery like it's Labour's fault.
Again,
Keir Starmer comes back and lists things. I didn't catch who it was, but somebody was talking about reform councils forcing closure of care homes. And that, they're elected built on lies. Starmer said there's no excuse, they've had extra funding. Oh, I haven't done my page there. And suggests Farage should apologise to his former classmates.
Certainly should, but
yeah,
he won't.
Neil Duncan Jordan talked about the health and care sector leave to remain issue. How they've just extended it from 5 to 15 years.
Yeah.
Irrespective. There's no, if you're already here, then, it's 5 years, or if you've already been waiting X amount of years, it's only 8 years. There's none of that. It's just tough tits. And Starmer stood up and said, no, it's absolutely fair.
I can't even, as the kids in the 2000s probably said, with Starmer anymore.
Oh, and I still say it every day, love.
Do you? Yeah. It's just, I don't know. He's disappointing me hand over fist, everything they do at the moment. There's not really anything they're doing. Because remember, before summer or during summer, I tried to put up a bit of a defense of Labour on here, on the pod, about, things they'd done well. Because I thought maybe they were getting a bit of unfair stick. Now they've just, I'm out of it completely. I can't, there's very, very little you can go into bat for.
They seem to be doing the absolute bare minimum to look like they're a bit Laboury. But
I don't see any of that.
The substantive stuff.
Yeah.
Well, the 2-child cap, stuff like that, do you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Sorry, yeah, that is fair. You're right.
There are other things that just our heads are chocker with other stuff. So
yeah, that's the problem.
But by and large, it's all the big foundational things they were supposed to come in and do, like renationalise utilities
Everything.
And what have you.
Yeah, it's not happening. No.
Get rid of the House of Lords. Where's that? Where's press? Did they mention press reform? I can't remember if it was mandated or not.
I don't think it was in the manifesto, but it was talked about, definitely. But yeah,
and it's God, we're nearly there.
Oh yeah, sorry, carry on.
I I miss Corbyn because I had to give it up. This is the last one. John Whittingdale, who's actually a Tory, was talking about the Jimmy Lau trial in Hong Kong. I don't know if you're familiar with it. And I know the vagaries.
Yeah, same a little bit.
He's a British journalist who goes over and has been in Hong Kong reporting on news from China and has been arrested. He's basically a political prisoner.
Yeah,
because
he's been for a while.
They don't like him reporting the truth. And he's facing trial and could essentially end up in Chinese prison for the rest of his life purely for telling the truth. And John Whittingdale said, surely the Prime Minister can't visit Beijing without his release. And Keir Starmer said he's continuing to work on it. It's a wrongful thing that's happening, and they're dealing with people in Beijing.
I wish I could believe him.
Yeah. And then I thought, I'm done.
Enough.
Yes.
Enough.
Yes.
Yeah, well, thank you. Another...
Notwithstanding, because I have a massive piece of propaganda to debunk in Pod Part 2.
Yeah, definitely.
So, is that to look forward to?
Yeah, absolutely. So, what should we move on to? Doctors. You want to do reform first?
Oh, don't mind.
No, I don't mind either. You choose. Doctors or reform?
Doctors.
Doctors, fine. Well, it kind of ties in a little bit with what we were just talking about, because Wes Streeting's been out doing the rounds pre the doctor strikes happening, and has been really disappointing me and really letting himself down as far as I'm concerned. He went on Newsnight the other night on the 15th, so that was 3 days ago, Monday, and he said that, I think this is probably the worst thing the BMA have done since they marched against the foundation of the NHS in 1948. Yeah, I was just like, what the fuck are you saying? It's absolutely just ludicrous. You know, I saw, there's a follower of mine, Dr. Steve Taylor, and he put a tweet out the other day and he said, you're the problem, Streeting, not the BMA.
Yeah.
Name calling might have worked in your student union politics days, but this doesn't work with these people. We need serious negotiations to happen, not playground politics. And as you said, Starmer kind of effectively said the same sort of thing, didn't he, in PMQs? The government's line is like pretty hard line, or it was before the strikes happened, on the doctors. Like, this is like the most irresponsible thing you could do. And they keep saying things like, oh, you know, now at this time when we're in the middle of a super flu, which is bollocks in itself.
Had the doctors considered, like, all getting together and opening up, like, I don't know, an investment bank or something?
Yeah. Well, they'd have full backing for the government if they did that. Yeah.
And then letting it go bust. And then literally within 5 minutes, you'd have a bailout.
Yeah, true. True. Very true.
Thing is, though, big banking corporations tend to be like the root of the death of a lot of people. And doctors save lives. And we are now in a circumstance where last week we talked about how it only pays to be hateful. Now, it only pays to kill people, not save them. That's where we are now. I'm not being dramatic. If you wheedle it all out and take it all back to the root cause of all the problems we've got, that's it. We are being run by psychopaths, and they have turned it such that this is how humanity is now. It pays only if you are a predator. And we don't need to be predators. We're civilized now. Why are they trying to de-evolve everybody?
I know. So, no, I fully agree. And it's just how we've got to a point where, like you just said, we're demonizing the people that are paid to fix our society, the physical part of our
the actual
society,
lifesavers.
The lives that are on the line, and they do that day in, day out. And
they repair people so that they can get back to work. You know,
people going on the radio saying things like, oh, well, it's a vocation for them. They shouldn't worry about money. It's like, fuck off. Come on.
Oh, I
As you
swear
said,
down.
if it was an investment banker or a fucking city boy trader that was complaining, they wouldn't be saying, oh, it's a vocation, just take a pay cut. But I've heard it a lot on the radio this week. But what I was going to say was, like, I heard quite a few people, government representatives and others, particularly the right-wing media, obviously saying, this is the wrong time because it's Christmas, and they keep talking about this super
Christmas
flu.
for everybody, dickheads.
Well, yeah, they keep talking about this, but the reality is, and I've heard lots of doctors speak about it, is that it's no different, particularly virulently, can't say that word, to any other flu that we've ever had. It's the same flu, it's just peaked earlier. Go on. What, you're going to laugh at how I said virulent? Can't say it.
I think we've just worked out why your hospital appointment got cancelled.
Yeah, no, it is probably that. Someone said that to me as well the other day. Yeah, because they need the consultants, so that's
it's still the government's fault.
Yeah, I'm not angry about the fact that my back consultant's operation got cancelled this week or pushed back to February. It's just one of those things, but you kind of come to expect it. But I don't have any beef with the junior doctors, and they work very, very long hours, and they get paid less than you would stacking shelves at Aldi and stuff. And then they've got the government. I mean, it's just, I thought this was over. This was the thing. I thought this childish Wes Streeting shit that he's been coming out with, I thought we'd done with that, with Jeremy Hunt and all the previous health secretaries that used to say all the same stuff.
Oh, he's just like a cardboard cutout of Jeremy Hunt, him.
Both literally and figuratively.
Yeah, well, yes, clearly. Although I don't believe Jeremy Hunt ever tried to burn down a pet shop.
Yeah, allegedly. I didn't know this until you told me earlier. But
he denies this.
Yeah, we must say that.
Yeah, it was never criminalised, but there are stories. Just saying.
Yes, that's Wes Streeting we're talking about, not Jeremy Hunt. But yeah, yeah. So I mean, the doctors didn't get their pay rise that they wanted. They didn't get anything close to what they were asking for, so they were back on strike again. And if
they're asking for, it's not even just about money.
No, it's not. It's about training places and jobs after training and all that sort of stuff as well. Yeah, it's not just about the cash, which is, they want the money, but they've offered them 2%, which is under the rate of inflation, which is just not on.
But what they're accusing them of doing is already happening because they're understaffed.
Yes, exactly.
People aren't waiting on corridors when doctors are... Sorry, people are still waiting in corridors when doctors are on strike. So,
yeah, well, that's it.
Shut up.
Well, that's the whole point, and that's where the sort of right-wing press have been out this week trying to demonise them. But, it's the same last week, and it'll be the same next week, and it'll be the same in January. Just because they're on strike this week, there's no difference in the level of...
But also, sorry, to go back, I forgot to say, the money they're asking for is all that they should have got as inflation's risen from 2010, except they've been subject to pay freezes. While the cost of living gone up and up and up and up. It's disgusting. That they dare turn around while they're sat on at least 90 grand plus expenses, plus whatever else from wherever
minister
else.
100 and odd. Yeah. The Secretary of State money. Yeah.
The temerity just boils me.
It is. It's really bad. And as you say, it's pay restoration. It's not asking for, like excessive pay rises. Yeah. They just want to be paid fairly. And as you say, they've been held back for so long under the Tories. And Labour, to be fair, when they came in, did give them a bump, and they put, I think it was 23% raise towards their restoration. But they're still not back to where they should be.
No, it's still not restored.
No, exactly. That's the point.
We freeze MP salaries for the next 10 years.
Or put them back to 1990 wages or whatever it is, 1997 wages. Yeah, do that. Yeah, so, good on the doctors. They need to stand up for what they need, and boo hiss to the government for being effectively just carrying on another Tory tradition of berating doctors,
whilst being responsible for withholding flu vaccines.
Oh, that's the other thing. Yes, that's what I put on my notes. I said on my notes, you can't castigate doctors for going in strike because of flu and then not offer flu vaccinations. I mean, it's just ridiculous, isn't it?
Notwithstanding, my mate had his flu vaccine last week and now he's got flu. So.
Has he? Yeah, I mean, it's like any vaccine. It doesn't keep you from getting it. Hopefully, it just keeps you from getting as ill. But
well, this is the first year I've thought, maybe I should entertain it. And no, forget it. Can't be asked. I'll take my chances.
I get mine.
If my time's up, my time's up. Oh, will you get off my notes? You keep doing that, son. Sorry. Bloody 9 kilo cat.
Causing
9 kilo
trouble.
pod cat on my notes. No.
Yeah, and the only other thing I've got about the doctors is I saw on Twitter on December the 15th, Monday. Is that Monday or Tuesday? Whatever. Reem Ibrahim, who is from
the embryo from the fucking think
Institute of Economic Affairs in Tufton Street of London. She said on Monday, junior doctors are going on strike. Let's privatise the NHS, have a free market in medical labour and see what junior doctors are really worth. Fuck me. I mean, but the problem is, someone like that's obviously come from Tufton Street, from the IEA and from all the other think tanks, and that is pushing hard into what Reform and the Tories, secondly, will be looking at for the next election, I think. And I think that's just laying the groundwork for this now. I think they'll go full tilt towards private healthcare, I think, Reform and possibly Conservatives, because they came out this afternoon. Kemi Badenoch said only the Tories will ban doctors going on strike. They're going to stop them from striking, apparently. What's happened to the country? What the fuck's going on?
We've been captured by neoliberal capitalist psychopaths, Don. Might mention it once or twice.
Well, yeah, maybe a couple of times, but yeah, it's just
I hate it.
I know. So yeah, I mean, solidarity to the doctors.
They're not well. All the way from that knobhead. Do you know what? I've been asking for a while. Sorry, just to divert off to like the lunatic overseas. Somebody said, because I've been asking what's it going to take for people to realise he's absolutely mad, madder than Mad King George.
Yeah.
And somebody said, I give it a week before he's running around the White House lawn like naked. And I thought, well, do you know what? At this point, all that would do would be to turn MAGA onto naturism.
Yeah, exactly. It would. You're right.
I really don't know what I think the only thing at the minute I think that's going to resolve most things is the Epstein scandal coming out.
Yeah.
But you've got news on that as well, haven't you?
Well, I just saw, it was Dr. Rachel actually put a tweet out, and I saw it earlier that ABC News reported late last night that Ghislaine Maxwell has asked the federal court to vacate or amend her conviction and 20-year prison sentence for sex trafficking of minors and other offences in a move that could complicate the release of the Epstein files, which are due tomorrow. So it's coincidental timing that Trump let her move to a low security prison a few months ago, and then the day before the mandated by law release of the files is tomorrow. Oh.
Sorry.
Sal looks shocked and slightly scared.
No, it's cat number 3 who doesn't often come in. She's just coming through the actual cat flap, which is highly unusual. And now she's walking around even though he's here. She hates him because he's horrible to her.
Yeah, fair enough.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. So Ghislaine Maxwell has just coincidentally the day before it's all supposed to drop has so she's asked a court to vacate or amend her conviction. So she's basically putting a legal challenge to her conviction the day before the Epstein files are about to drop. And that will probably halt the release of those files. And I think I said to Dr. Rachel that it will be temporarily, but it's just another stalling tactic, I think, that's been pre-planned, it seems like. But I mean, it gives Venezuela a reprieve for another few days because I think they were about to be invaded, weren't they?
Because
that's the ultimate distraction he's got in his back pocket at the moment. He's about to launch a military attack on another country.
the very fact that he's being allowed by other countries to get away with this just is proof of what we're talking about, that we're captured by psychopaths, because capitalism, it turns out, mainly manufactures psychopaths. Doesn't help anybody else. It just manufactures psychopaths until we cap
breeds
it.
more.
Because humans have to have boundaries. This is what happens when people don't have any boundaries and they're born into wealth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no limit.
That's what happens.
Yeah, without a doubt. I saw. Did you see Star Wars on Loose Women today? I didn't watch it, but I just saw.
Go on.
But isn't that was sort of like end stage Boris Johnson when he started popping up on like This Morning and Loose Women?
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. But I mean, I think the biggest clip they released on Twitter this afternoon that I saw was they questioned him about Trump calling the woman journalist Piggy, which is a fair comment. But surely the biggest pressing matter is like your best mate in America is about to illegally attack another country for stealing oil from themselves, apparently, because that's Trump's excuse, is that Venezuela stole the American oil from them. But obviously Venezuela produced their own oil, and it was Iran last week.
I refer to loose women as afternoon yak.
Yeah, that's fair. Seems like an apposite description.
I don't think there's often anything of any substance on there, to the best of my knowledge. And I only say that because the woman I used to refer to as my mother watches it, and yeah. So,
well, that's it. I think that's what, like, end stage Johnson. He was all over that sort of shit.
But unfortunately, they get millions of viewers.
Well, they do. They do the same.
And these
same
people
way that,
vote.
Yeah, the same way that. What sort of, I don't even know the name of these magazines that you see that people buy that are celebrity gossip magazines. I can't remember the name of them. Hello, is it?
I don't know. I don't know how popular they are anymore. Now we've got screen
internet. Screen phones. Uh-oh.
Screens that are also phones as opposed to tablets. I think my brain meant. I'm not sure.
So what are we on? 50 cents. Okay, right. We go. Shall we finish off? I've got one more thing on Trump, which I think I wanted to mention. So as we're on him, I just wanted to briefly mention the fact that he's. Oh no. Sorry, listeners and viewers. I know. I just lost my camera for a second. There we go. It's back.
Oh.
It's all right. It's fine. There we go. Yeah. So Trump has paused, they said, the implementation of a $40 billion technology deal with the UK, which was all part of this big ta-da that Starmer had up his sleeve when he sort of lauded this deal with America, which kind of isn't really a deal. But anyway, Trump has basically said, nah, fuck off. We're not doing it because we think you haven't got free speech. So your anti-free speech laws means we're not going to bother investing $40 billion in your country anymore. He's basically holding the UK Starmer over a barrel because of...
He's a modern-day highwayman.
It is. He is.
It's all extortion.
It is
Fuck
extortion.
off.
Yeah. That was exactly what I was going to say.
You've just got to hold strong with these dickheads, because do you know what? He's got, 3 years if he makes it?
Yeah, not long. But
we just got to run the clock down on him.
Yeah, it won't take that much longer, I don't think. I don't think he'll make it to the next one. We've said that before, but he's virtually being a pirate and literally being a pirate now. He's, nicking ships at sea and then holding us to ransom over something that he doesn't believe in. Whilst
locking up and killing his own people.
Yeah, I know.
How is nobody seeing this again?
That's the irony of the whole fucking situation.
We've got all the old black and white footage from Pathé News. It's the same shit happening again.
I know. The land of hope and glory. No, that's Britain. What's America? The land of the free, but only
it's
if
the land
you're
of the indigenous people.
Well, yeah, but it's
Call
the land
me what
of
you
the
will.
free. Land of the free only if you're white Republican, basically, and that's it.
Only if you're a white immigrant, yeah.
Well, everyone in America, technically.
Exactly the point.
Oh, God. I had...
What?
Oh, I had a flashback then to something I'd written on Twitter the other day Oh, it was about Jess Gill being racist as she
Oh,
always is.
God.
And what was it? It was to do with the Bondi Beach thing or something, and I can't remember. My memory's not great. But anyway, that's just reminded me that one of the replies from one of the trolls that I always get was the native white people of Australia. This person said to me, don't. It was just basically going on about how the white people in Australia were the natives. I'm like, no, seriously, come on. That's not even a hard history book to look at. But these people sort of believe it. It's the Steve Laws and the Carl Benjamins of the world who think
shame or.
But they just have this arbitrary line where things changed in history, and then they only go to that line and they don't go further back, like with the Anglo-Saxons.
Considered that you might not know enough?
I know. It's just nuts, isn't it? The lack of education and the lack of historical education is what's fueling a lot of this fucking bullshit.
I mean, notwithstanding, it's all stuff I had to go off and learn on my own because I pretty much checked out of school at 13. But
yeah.
it's never been easier.
No, exactly.
Which is why I find it insulting that other people don't try hard enough to go to the brain gym. You've only got to watch YouTube. Just stop watching slop and watch educational stuff.
Pick up your screen phone. Get onto
Yes! Wind it up with the key. And if it doesn't work, give it a shake.
Yeah, exactly. Come to NoHoldBarredPod for all technical advice.
From Don.
Yeah.
I'm a bit hit and miss.
I don't know, we just rambled off a bit there, but it was about Trump and Epstein, and I know it was about the technology deal, wasn't it? But it's just piracy of
We've
the
already given them a fucking tax break when we're apparently broke.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from, the MOD did just find a massive money tree with, was it 500 million on it? Or was it billion? Might have been 50 billion. I can't remember. I did tweet it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we can find that. The MOD have always got a magic money tree. They're half of the MOD's privatised and owned by Christopher Harbour, one of all people. He owns or part owns a company called Kinetic, which is
that doesn't sound good.
With a Q, Kinetic.
Sounds worse.
It operates
like QAnon explosives.
It starts with a Q and ends in a Q. But anyway, it provides nearly all technology to the military, and it's owned by Christopher Harbour, who is Reform's sugar daddy, let's say. So he's got his fingers in not only crypto, but a large part of the British military. That was an aside, but yeah. So that's that, I think, for America. Have I got this week? Trump being a bully.
Oh, Epstein. 50 billion. Just the 50
What were they?
billion.
What was it for this time?
Yesterday we confirmed the UK's biggest single year investment into air defence for Ukraine.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I get it. I do get it.
50 billion to Ukraine.
Can we not just line the southern coast with anti-drone attack things? Because I don't think his air force is coming over here. The Koreans have run out of people.
I don't think it's a threat. Not to us, but yeah.
I'd be all up for all of Europe mobilising every soldier and sending it over to Ukraine to batter the shit out of him and then coming back when it's done. I'd be up for that.
That would work, yeah. NATO mobilise.
All of this is just good for shareholders of the military-industrial complex, isn't it? Whether we need to use them or not.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's, they're lobbied to fuck.
Mm-hmm. Of course they are. Yeah, without a doubt. So.
On that bombshell, give us a share, just while you're thinking on. Or a like, or whatever.
Just seeing what time we're on, should we?
Yeah, wrap it up and put the kettle on.
Yes, do that. Okay, so, yeah, that'll do for part 1. I think we shall wrap this up and come back with what have you got in part 2? I've got quite a bit of reform roundup this week
did some
because they've been at it.
Proper propaganda busting this week.
Yes, you have.
I'm going to read through with you, just so we're all aware of the lies and the truths.
Yeah.
And I'm going to talk about the Filton 24 and the 8 people on hunger strike, and what's happened this week, because it is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And the foreign finance interference review that we're doing.
Yes. And then I've got a couple of tweets, but mainly from Rachel McLean, who wants to take us back to the Victorian poor laws, it seems like. It's going to be a tough one for Sal, and we'll try not to scream. But yeah, it needs to be mentioned because it was gross. Go on.
I find me stressful.
Yeah. Find something. Right, okay, well, let's wrap this up for part 1. Thank you for coming and listening. We shall be back shortly with part 2. Bye-bye.
Bye.